in being a driver?
Honestly, at the time, I had never considered being a driver before, and I was on my way home, and it was a tough point in life, and I saw on the back of the trailer, you could make so much money, and it was like, wow, how much? And honestly, it was something that I transitioned to at the time for money, and then 12 years later, I'm still doing that. I had wanted to be a teacher originally, but I only have a freshman education in college, and I didn't realize that there was something that I could make college level money and be able to support myself without 4 years education. So it provides a better life for me.
So there was no mentor or anybody that kind of guided you into the business? You just...
Myself and my ex, we went to school together, and originally I drove team, and so we looked into it. We didn't know any truck drivers, but it changed our life, and it was something I'd never even considered before.
Most people I talk to that are team drivers, they usually have a great story or it's a horror story. Did you like team driving? Because you've been able to experience both right now. You're on your own and you've been a team driver.
Yes.
What's the difference? What did you like better and why?
I actually loved being part of a team. But that was the person who I shared my life with at the time. I know some people, some married couples go out there and they want to kill each other. And then some people, which was my own experience, that we enjoyed time with each other. So we were fine being together 24/7. We made a good team. We worked well together. Being over the road is a totally different experience than being a local driver, which is what I am now, solo and local. And it was very exciting to see the country. At the same time, there were a lot of challenges in that when you drive team, the truck is always rolling. You don't have as much time to stop and maybe go in and get a good break and things like that. So that was the most challenging part, is to live on a truck that was just constantly moving. And so you just live in this very tight little box, and maybe you stop at the truck stop, one fuels, one runs in for food, and then you're hitting the road again, So there was good and bad. And versus now being a local driver, I have more of a life like other people have. I'm off at night, I'm off on the weekend, and so I can live a more traditional life that other people enjoy. So they both have good and bad.
I was going to ask you how you balance your work life with your regular life and how that works out.
My life, the only maybe exception that I would add to that being a local driver is that I'm scheduled for 12-hour days. Sometimes I might get off at 10 or 11 hours. Sometimes it's even 13 or 14. So I still, during a regular Monday through Friday, sometimes I'm not able to go to the same things after work that some people are, things of that nature. But at the same time, I think it makes it that much more valuable and precious to me. And I just, a lot of my weekends are full, but being home now allows me to spend time with my family. I'm very family oriented and nurture those relationships, and that's what I guess keeps it balanced and keeps you gets you through the work week, because you have that to look forward to on the weekend, and still have a life that I want like everyone else does.
Sure. With your years of experience, we would obviously consider you a veteran driver. So what advice would you give to a young lady looking at the trucking industry as a career?
You can do this. Truly, if I can do this, you can do this. I'm very much a girly girl. I'm not big and strong. There are things that, I get intimidated by. I was frightened when I got into this, that, that I needed to be a man, that I needed to be big and strong, that I needed to be tough, things of that nature. There are women that are doing this, that we help each other. Men help you. Don't be afraid to ask someone for help. Don't be afraid to talk to other people and figure out, I might not be able to cut this bolt, for example, like a man cuts it, but there's a way that I can. And you can be taught how to do this job and perform your duties just like anybody else. You can be taught how to safely live out there on the road, what to watch out for. So you can make it out on the road as a woman. You can safely do this job. You can learn how to perform the duties, even the ones that are difficult. And you can make a really good living and be able to take care of yourself and your family, especially if you're like me and you don't have your a college education, things like that, to be able to provide for yourself and have a good life. You can make this happen.
Excellent.